Welcome to Lifestyle Profiles. I'm Wendy McGowan Ellis, and today our guest is Angelia Pelham with Real Talk Coaching. Angelia, welcome. Thank you so much for being with us today.
I'm excited to be here. Thank you for the opportunity. Looking forward to talking with you today.
How did you come to Frisco, and what is your background?
We've been in Frisco for about 16 years. The reason I know that so readily is my daughter was only a year old when we moved here, and she's 17 now. So time has really flown by. But I, probably like many other folks who are in Frisco, came by way of a corporate transplant. So I was vice president of human resources at the time with Frito-Lay, and relocated here with my daughter and my husband with Frito, and we came from Florida, and we are Florida natives. And so it was really hard for us to leave Florida. We love the beaches and the palm trees and all the other wonderful things that Florida had to offer. And so it was quite a transition for us, but we were really blessed that we came to Frisco when it was really at the tip of the iceberg in terms of its growth. And we were able to get into a really great neighborhood. We've made just incredible friendships throughout the last 16 years. And as you all know, we are one of the fastest growing city in the country. And so we were just excited to be a part of the growth of Frisco. So we're excited about being here. I still miss Florida.
I'm sure. I mean, to go from, beaches and sand and gorgeous sunsets to, we have gorgeous sunsets, but, pastures and cattle and tall buildings. Yes, that's quite a transition. Well, tell us about Real Talk Coaching and how you came to start that business, coming from a corporate background.
So I've been in corporate for 30 years, and all of my career has been in the field of human resources, and I've been really blessed. I've worked with some really great organizations. I spent a number of years in human resources with the Walt Disney World Company in Orlando, and so got a great opportunity and a great foundation in HR there. And as I mentioned, I spent a sizable amount of my career with the PepsiCo Frito-Lay organization. So I've been really blessed. I've been with some great companies. And really, I had the experience of doing a lot in my role, from executive coaching to leadership development to consulting on kind of org strategy of the business. And a couple of years ago, I decided after about 30 years that I wanted to do my own thing. I wanted to kind of be the captain of my own ship. I wanted to be able to control my calendar and have more balance, more time to spend with my daughter, who is going to be quickly leaving and going away to college. And so I thought, my intellectual property is all in my head. So why not take that and start my own organization? And I started Real Talk Executive Coaching a couple of years ago, really with the intent of focusing on developing women in the workplace, because our paths as women are very different than those of men in the workplace. And I wanted to be able to specialize my coaching to take not only my expertise, but my experience, and really help shape the destiny of women in the workplace. And I started doing that. And the more I coached, the more I was asked to do human capital consulting. And so I expanded in that arena. I was eventually asked to do leadership development. And so I expanded my business in that arena. And kind of the fourth leg of my stool, really, and what I've actually been spending the majority of my time on, is diversity and inclusion consultation and training on unconscious bias. So those are kind of the four major components of Real Talk Executive Coaching. And I tell you, I love it. It's my passion. It's what I do. I do it really well. And I'm excited to be able to now interface with corporate in a much different way.
Well, speaking of shaping the future, I know that you were a part of Mayor Jeff Cheney's re-election campaign. Do you have any political aspirations yourself?
Let me stop and just say I was honored to be a part of Team Cheney and the campaign for re-election for Mayor Cheney. I think what he has done for the city is phenomenal, not only just the population and the diversity of growth with the different people groups within Frisco, but just the economic and the business opportunities that have been expanded here. So I considered it an honor and a privilege to support his campaign. However, I'm a public servant at heart. I have invested in the Frisco community through our Martin Luther King campaign that you've been a part of every year, and it's been 10 years that we've been doing that. I have strong passions around continuing to make this city better and have a passion for people and a very diverse passion for people in a number of different ways. And so I would say nothing is off the table. It is certainly something that's in the back of my mind. And I love Frisco, so I cannot think of a better city for me to get involved in if I do decide to do something politically. So I would say it's not off the table, absolutely.
That's excellent. So you'll definitely keep us posted on that.
I will hear about that.
So what is the best part about owning and running your own business?
I would tell anyone who's even contemplating starting their own business that there are so many ups and downs because ultimately the buck stops with you. And when you're starting out small, like I've started, you are everything. And you are the receptionist, you're the accountant, you're also providing whatever services you want, you're the marketer, you're the deal closer. So you wear many hats, and to some that's exciting and to some that's exhausting. For me, it's a combination of both. But I would say the biggest thing is just really being able to control my own destiny and to know that, if I pick up a client, it's the result of my selling skills and my talent. If I lose a client, I know that it's on me, and I really have to be self-reflective about what did I do not to be able to land that deal. But I think it's just having that ownership and knowing that, at the end of the day, the buck stops with you. And I would say the other piece is I enjoy really being able to chart my own destiny when it comes to my calendar. I'm a mom. My husband is the pastor of a church, and so I assist in different capacities in supporting him. So I wear many hats, and having my own calendar really helps me to organize my life. And like I said, I kind of chart my own destiny when it comes to that as well. So those are kind of the big pieces for me with really kind of owning my own business. But I will say the third piece of what I do is really important, and it matters to me, is that I am helping to impact lives. The number of folks that I coach, whether it be women or if I'm doing diversity and inclusion in a corporation, the fact that I'm doing meaningful work and that what I do matters in the lives of individuals, that means a lot to me. And so that's a part of also what makes what I do really important.
How can our audience reach out to you if we have some women who are considering executive coaching, getting that little bit of extra leadership help that you obviously can provide, having such vast experience yourself? How can people find you?
There are two ways that I would ask people to reach out to me. The first one is via my cell number. That's the best way to reach me now. Just with COVID, I am probably more frequently working remotely than I am in my own office right now. But the best way to reach me would be to reach my cell, to call me on my cell at 214-878-3746. Or you can drop me an email at apelham@real-talkcoaching.com. You can also visit my website, which tells a lot more information about my organization, and that's www.real-talkcoaching4women.com. So either way is great. I would love to hear from women who are looking for coaches or companies that are looking for someone to provide consultation on diversity and inclusion or leadership training or bias training. Those are all in my wheelhouse, and I look forward to being able to making a difference in an organization or in a woman's life.
Well, shaping women leaders here in Frisco in a real way. Angelia Pelham. Angelia, thank you so much for being with us today. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Wendy. It's been an honor and a pleasure to join you today.